everyone, I'm going to make a video today. It's going to be a introduce yourself slash like disabilities video. Please don't like judge me or anything, but here goes. Right, so my name's Chelsea Louise Quint-Williams. I was born in Glangwili Hospital. I was raised in Llandarog for a while. I went to Llandarog primary school, and then from there, because my mum split up with my father and stuff, that's just like long gone. From there, I went to a school in Llanelli called Pentep. So I was then raised in Llanelli. I am 20 years of age. My birthday is the 26th of December 1998. What was the other ones? My sexuality is bi, so currently like talking to somebody, but it's like complicated, so I won't go through that. Right, disabilities and stuff. I was born with myopia, which is an eye condition in your eyes. So it's like partial sightedness, but also it's I can come blind if I tear the retina of my eye, which is very life-threatening. Other disabilities I have is that I was diagnosed with dyspraxia a few years back. That's like balance, coordination, like just stuff like that really. And yeah, so that's like coordination and stuff. And the other disabilities I have is dyslexia, which is like reading difficulties. Obviously back in school I had an LSA, which she helped me get through school and exams and stuff. From there, a few months ago, obviously I have the problems with my leg and stuff, which you all know about. My consultant told me that I was like very like emotional and stuff like that, and he asked me to be tested to see if I was autistic. So my mother took me to the doctors. She explained to me that I've been wanting to tell you this for a few years, but I feel like that you're experiencing signs of autism. And I was like, right, okay. Like a few months back from then, I broke down to my mother, telling her that there's something wrong with me and that I need a brain scan. I knew from there and then, since I was born, there was something wrong with me because I was so slow at like communication, grasping things, understanding things. I just knew from there. But when I was little, they didn't know what special needs I needed and stuff. So the consultant told me to book an appointment with the doctors, so that's what we did the following day. Following day, my mum came with me, came into the doctors and everything. So they did like this, not like questionnaire, but they like asked like a lot of questions to do with like how to be tested to see if you're autistic. So as my mum came with me, because I don't know like what she's hearing, like what she can see and that I can't see. So went to the doctors and everything. They did like this test thing where they ask you like a bunch of questions, and every single of them questions were yes. So yes, I get very emotional. yes, I don't understand much. Yes, I need things explained a lot. Yes, I'm slow at like grasping things. Yes, like I need like demonstrations, like demonstrated if I don't know like what people are saying and stuff. Just things like that really, and like from school and stuff I knew from school to secondary school I was okay. Like I had an LSA and I knew like that I needed help and stuff. And then from school, and then from secondary school then to college, that's when then I found out that I was dyspraxic. And then from college to now, I'm finding out other things like that I'm experiencing as symptoms of autism. So back to the story with the doctors and stuff. They did the test and everything, and they said to me that it looks like that you are autistic. We need to refer you to see which type you are on the spectrum. So obviously now I am waiting to see which type I am, because it could be like it could be like not very like I don't know, it's difficult to explain, but people with autism might understand what I'm going through, but yeah, it's just a lot. Lots of people have been asking like questions about my leg and stuff. So it's been going on now like nearly 3 years. So 3 years ago, around June I believe it was, I was on a sponsor's walk with my family friend, and it was down Pembrokeshire, and it was like up like mountains, because we were raising money for his friend who is disabled, and I can't remember like what disability he has, but it was like so it was like a charity event type thing. So from there, like walking up the mountain, doing the sponsors walk and stuff, cause I'm dyspraxic, so like balance is bad and stuff, like the way like my feet down and stuff, cause I'm very flat-footed. So I slipped, and like nothing from it, no pain, nothing. And then I was completely fine going home and everything. The following day I was completely fine. And then when I went on holidays in August 3 years ago, I did like this sport in the pool called aquazumba. So I can't swim, so it's very difficult. So they wanted us to gather around in like a circle. And the thing is, what they didn't tell us is that they leave you go. So you're like swirling around in the circle, and then next minute they leave you go. So I sort of like went under, and then my legs sort of like went like that, and then like that to the side. So again, I felt nothing. And this was like a few days of going home now. And I remember telling my mum that night I was having excruciating pain in my leg. And I told her that and everything, and she was like, well, we see how you are in the morning until we go home. So I got on the plane fine, everything like that, and then ever since I got off the plane, I had that pain again, and I couldn't like walk properly. So my sister was like, you'll be okay now. So I just thought nothing of it. So obviously I came home and everything, and then the following day I woke up and I couldn't walk at all. So I was taken to the hospital and everything, and like they did some like x-rays and stuff, and they were like, oh yeah, it's just like a badly sprain and stuff like that. And I was like, right, okay, that if you think that, then yeah. So they put me in like a support and everything, and then from there then it's just been like chaos. Like they just don't know like what's wrong. Like I had an MRI and they said that you've got an overgrown bone. I was like, right, okay, can you do like surgery on that or something, like sort it down? And they were like, we don't think that's the problem. And because I'm severely flat-footed as well, that doesn't help. So yeah, so I had the MRI and everything, and they were like, yeah, it's just an overgrown bone, you'll be okay. And then after that then I was referred to a podiatrist when they said again, do you know that you're flat-footed? And I'm like, well, I have been told. And they were like, right, what are they going to do about it? And I said nothing, and they were like, right, okay, so we'll refer you to another specialist to see if they know what the problem is. And then this other specialist didn't know what was wrong. So then they referred me for a nerve conduction test because I went private after that. So I've gone to see about 5 consultants before this. And then, yeah, so I had the nerve conduction test and they were like, yeah, your nerves are fine, nothing wrong there. We refer you back to see your other consultant. So I went back to see my other consultant. He was like, you can't move your leg at all. And I'm like, I know, I can't. I can't even do like physio or nothing because they told me that physio is no good, even though I went there. And they were like, we can't do anything else anymore. So from then, I had the results from the nerve conduction test and stuff, and they said that's fine. So obviously I went back to my other consultant, and that's when then, well, a few consultants after, that's when then they were like, right, let's refer you for rheumatoid arthritis. So I had like the blood tests and everything. I've had like all blood tests that you could think of. Like lupus was one that came back negative. But obviously osteoarthritis runs in my family, and there's no like test for that, so they said they can't like do anything for that. So we went back to the consultant, and they were like, right, this is strange. You don't have we don't see like any symptoms of a rheumatoid arthritis. We'll refer you to see somebody else. So I go and see somebody else, and then they were like, no, we can't do anything else. We think you may need an ultrasound. So well, my ultrasound then was up in Aberystwyth. So I went all the way up to Aberystwyth, had the ultrasound done, and I think it was like a week or 2 weeks after, they phoned me up saying that you got a ganglion cyst and fluid. So the fluid then is like round like the ankle bone area, which is very painful. And if you have ganglions, they're really painful. Because like I've got one like on my hand coming now, as you can see, like that thing there. Like they're really painful. Like this hand, like I'm losing like my grip and stuff at the moment. But yeah, so they told me that I have a ganglion cyst and everything. They were like, yeah, it's just surgery. You just need surgery. They'll drain it out, and they'll pop the ganglion cyst and they'll drain it. I was like, yeah, right, that's fine. So they told me then I was waiting for a pre-op. So I have the letter of the consultant. I'll actually get it for you guys now. So I have to go and see an orthopedic. So I went to see them, and they were like, right, we don't know like what's going on. You've been told that you're gonna have an operation, and now they don't think I'm gonna have one. so like they told me that, and then they were like, we see something else in your leg. I was like, oh god, great. And they're like, we don't know what it is, we don't think it's cancerous, but now they have found a lump like around like the ankle again. So yeah, so I gotta go back now on the 15th of May to see what that is. But it's not just like my foot's that's the problem, because it's affected my knee as well. So I think there could be fluid in my knee, because like it's really like bad. And obviously you guys know that I wear a support on my knee, because I was on crutches for like a very long time and in a boot, and like I couldn't go to college or nothing, because they said like, you can't complete your placements, we're gonna have to leave you go. And I was like, right, okay, let's try and find like something else to do, like I don't know, like work or something. But work is really hard to find, because I want to go into like retail and stuff, but I can't do it because of my leg, because I can't stand on my feet for long. And like I can't even like drive like a manual car either, so that's why I have an automatic. But yeah, it's just like going on far too long now, so hopefully I'll get some results on the 15th and go from there really. So you can see like how like stressed my family are, because like it's from hospital to hospital to hospital. I've been like round them all. But yeah, like they won't operate yet, so I don't know anything. But this is the end of my my introduce yourself video. I hope you guys like it. Yes, I'm getting like emotional, but that's due to me being autistic and stuff. Like it's just too much going on at the moment. But yeah, hope you guys like it. Please like, comment and subscribe. Hope you guys like the video. Thank you. Bye.